more. Okay, so that since this is positive, you can just drop the parentheses there. So negative 5x minus 5h plus 7. And here, we'll go ahead and distribute the negative. So that becomes plus 5x minus 7 all over h. So now we can see here, everything without an h cancels out. So you have minus 5x plus 5x plus 7 and minus 7. Yep, so you have negative 5h all over h. And here you don't have to factor it out because there's only one term left. And the h's cancel out. So you have negative 5. All right. Any questions on that one? All right. Leave that up there for a few seconds. Okay, so this last part is not too bad. This one's more of a visual section of it than anything. Make sure anyone's still right. Leave that up for a little bit. Right. So next thing we're going to cover are the increasing and decreasing intervals, which is exactly how it sounds. You're going to have a graph and you just have to figure out what's the interval where the graph is increasing and what's the interval that the graph is decreasing. So it's pretty straightforward. So a graph is increasing when it is headed up and to the right. For the interval from some a to b. We don't know what the value of a to b could be, but it varies per graph, and you can kind of see it from there. And we know that a graph is decreasing when it's going down and to the right. So when it is headed down and to the right. For the interval from a to b. Oops, forgot my period there. Okay, so to kind of visualize it a little bit, it's if you have graph on the XY axis, and it looks sort of like that. Let's say this is an open circle here, this is a closed circle there, and this is the point where it kind of maxes out. So say this is A, this is B, and this is C. Okay, so we can see here it's going up and to the right from A to B. Okay, so it's increasing. Look at it a little bit. On the interval from A to B. But here we see it's going down and to the right. So we know it's decreasing from B to C. Okay, any questions on that so far? Yes. Nope, with these you won't use brackets. You'd only use the brackets for domain and ranges. All right, anyone still writing? All right, I'll give you a little more time. All right, so for this example, this is just how it would look on your homework problems. We want to determine which interval that this function is increasing. Okay, so you can see here, this isn't going up and to the right, it's going down and to the right on this interval. But from here to here is going up and to the right. And we're just looking for the increasing. We're not looking for the decreasing, which would be there. Okay, so just for increasing, it's increasing from x equals 0 to x equals 3. Yep, remember it stops and it goes, if it's decreasing there. So we're just looking for the increasing.
So if you measure it by going on the x-axis?
Yep, you just the x-axis. So from x equals 0 to x equals 3, it's increasing. So it'd just be from 0 to 3. And again, you don't have to worry about brackets and parentheses for this one. Yes?
When you're looking for the decreasing, are you also using the x-axis or do you use the y-axis?
Yep, the x-axis too. Yep, so increasing and decreasing is always just the x-axis. Okay, so any questions on that one? Or any other questions? All right, let me circle the final answer there. And again, all these will be scanned right to Canvas so you can have a copy of them. Okay, so for this one, if you want to know the interval that it's increasing, remember it has to go up and to the right for increasing, down and to the right for decreasing. Okay, so we can see that it's increasing on that interval. Yep, exactly. So x equals -2. To x equals 0. Yep, so your interval is from -2 to 0. Okay, now for this one, it's just a little bit different because now you're looking for decreasing. Yep. So here you can see it's decreasing because you have that arrow, you know it's going to keep going on forever. But it decreases on that interval, and it also decreases on this interval. So it's decreasing here and here.
It's 1 to infinity?
It would be 1 if it was a closed circle at the end, but because you have the arrow, that's letting you know it's going on forever.
So 8.
Yep, so it would be -infinity. Yep, because it's going up and to the left, so that means it's going all the way to -infinity. So when you see that, you know it's decreasing from x equals -infinity, since it can't equal -infinity, but kind of get the idea, to x equals 1, and it's also decreasing from x equals 4 to +infinity, because remember, it's going to keep going forever and ever and ever.